Bro, I built a $10,000 per month business at 19 years old, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how I easily entered a flow state every single day. Now, entering a flow state is the difference between you actually making progress in your business every single day with clarity, with intention, versus the version of you that's distracted, doesn't know what to do, is working, and then thinks, let me check my phone. Maybe my friend texted me, and then all of a sudden you wasted your day and you haven't made progress on your business. That's how important a flow state is. It's a competitive advantage in this day and age. People are so distracted, and if you learn how to get into a flow state every single day, you're able to accomplish extreme results in a short amount of time, even with no experience. And that's the edge I had. I started my business with no skills, no experience, no knowledge, no connections. But what I did have is the ability to enter a flow state every day and work on high ROI tasks. So let's get into how you're going to do that. Also, if you want the full system on how I built a 10K per month business with confidence, click the link below. I got you. Okay, now let's get into it. Number one, there's 3 steps to entering a flow state easily. Number one starts with the night before. I need you to think of just one task that you want to complete tomorrow. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to ask yourself, if I could only work on one thing tomorrow, what would it be? What would it be, bro? Would you work on that sales script? Would you work on that landing page? Would you work on that website? What would it be? Genuinely, what would be the needle moving forward thing if you could only work on one thing? Meaning you can't create a logo, you can't do this, you can't email, you can't text people. You can only do one thing, finish one thing. What would it be? For me, it's usually I need to script a video and post it. And that's the highest leverage movement in my business. For you, what is it? I used to run a SMA agency, a social media marketing agency for med spas. My highest leverage task in the beginning was creating email copy that I would send to these med spas where they would book a call. And then I would also have deep work task on creating the sales presentation, selling to them the sales scripts. And then later on, it was actually delivering on those services. So running Facebook ads, you know, the deep work task, the one task tomorrow you need to do. Now you have clarity because that's the key in flow. Flow is friends with clarity and one task, an objective. You can only enter flow when you have an objective. Okay, so now you have one task. Now, what you also need to do the night before in step one is set up your desk, your computer for that one task. What do I mean by that? Because there's a way to do this that's going to allow you to easily enter flow. Number one, remove every single tab on your computer besides the one tab related to that one task. So let's say I'm writing an email, or let's say I'm writing actually an essay, a video essay, something in Google Docs for your business. You're scripting a video, for example. You open up Google Docs, you have the title, and you have nothing else on your screen. You do this the night before. Why is this so powerful? Because when you wake up and you have a clean desk and you just have your laptop that you open up that has the Google Doc already with the title and what you need to do, bro, it's so easy to work. In fact, it's fun because you know what you need to do. The reason why work isn't fun is because you don't know what you need to do. You don't know if it's going to move you forward. But when you know what you need to do because you planned the night before for just 5 minutes, it's so easy to not check your phone and check if your girlfriend messaged you or if your friends messaged you or scroll on Instagram to see an update. And maybe your friend texted you a TikTok and now you're going to watch that. You don't do those things when you planned your night before and you're excited to do that one task. Do you understand how you're going to destroy your previous self and your competition who's checking their phone first thing in the morning, looking at TikTok, texting their friends, and now they're in a distracted state. They don't feel like working because what they're doing right now is way easier. You need to make the work easier and more fun. How do you do that? Set up your desk, have one tab open on that one work task, and I promise you it's going to be easier to enter flow. Now, there's a couple more things you need to do on step two. So step one was everything you need to do the night before, which is think of that one task you're going to do and set up your desk for that. I also did that when I was studying discrete mathematics and all the hard math courses at UC Berkeley for my computer science major. I would print out a note, just one note that I was going to learn the next morning for an hour and a half. And I had nothing else on my desk, no computer, nothing. And that's another key bonus. If you can do your work offline, you're going to enter flow even greater. This is how the great minds of Benjamin Franklin and Albert Einstein, they were able to do crazy work, not because necessarily they were smarter than you or they had an insanely higher IQ than you and me. Maybe they did. I'm sure they were really smart people. But also they had the advantage of being offline and focusing on one task at hand. I think you're underestimating how important this is in your business journey to hit 10K per month, to build a product that's meaningful, to do your best work. Focus on one thing, bro, and don't do anything else until after you finish that thing. Okay, now number two. Sorry, I keep getting off topic because there are a lot of techniques that have allowed me to hit a flow state every single day, and I want to give you them all. Again, if you want my full program on how I built a business at 10K per month with confidence, click the link below. Step two, you've woken up now, you've planned the night before. You now go to your desk. I want you to download. You can actually do this the night before, but once you have it downloaded, I want you to open up the Countdown Timer app. Download it on Mac. If you have Windows, there's another timer app. You can just go to your app store and you're going to download the Countdown Timer app that you're going to click on the top of your laptop and put an hour and a half and you're going to press play. And now you have an hour and a half ticking down while you do the one task. And now it's almost like a game. You have to finish this task in the hour and a half. And when you gamify things, when you have an objective and you have a clean, clear desk, bro, it's so easy to work and almost enjoy it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, bro, work is fun for me now. Like just the act of work. It might not even be on something I care about or it might be hard, but just entering a flow state on a work task in and of itself is so much fun, independent of what that task is. It could be playing guitar, it could be a conversation with your friend, it could be the freaking script you need to write. It becomes so fulfilling because you're present. You have no mind, chatter, and you're just flowing through the act. If you're a musician, you've experienced this where you're just playing or singing with like like your unconscious state just comes out and you don't even think and you're just doing it so well. I remember when I used to cold approach girls on campus, bro. I would go up to them in the best times or when I was not even thinking, bro, and I was just like saying shit and I was like everything out of my mouth was just coming out perfectly and the girl was smiling, laughing, got the number, set up a date, whatever. It's because I'm like and I was flirty, whatever it might be. When I was talking to that girl, bro, I was not thinking. I was just speaking and I was totally present to the moment. I was not worried about the if I was gonna get the girl's number or whatever. I was just like, who is this girl? She seems cute. Let me say hi. And then I would go up to her and I would have a conversation, genuine conversation. Same thing with work. You want to make 10K per month? Set up your desk tonight and your one task, and then tomorrow don't even care about 10K per month. Just do the task at hand, and it's gonna feel fun. And then you're gonna build this skill of entering a flow state every single day. Entering a flow state is a skill. You're not going to be the best at it in the beginning, but you will experience the benefits of it in the beginning. But the more you do it, the 1.5 timer, setting up your desk, it becomes a habit. And now, bro, you have an insane skill that's honestly the highest leverage skill you can have as an entrepreneur, which is to do focused work. If you just did that, bro, 10K per month becomes so easy because you have clarity, you have confidence, and you have the focus to actually execute. All right. Step two, again, we're covering a lot of things, was getting that timer. Now, step three is very important. Again, this is going to allow you to enter flow easier. I had to learn all these things to literally have like the freaking infinity gauntlet to like get into flow state easily. I need you to breathe in your nose and inhale while you expand your lower abdomen and chest down and out. So do it with me. Down and out, and then when you breathe out, I need you to actually go in and up. So in and up and contract your abs like this. That is the best way to breathe. That's going to allow you to go in this unconscious state because I promise you the way you breathe right now is promoting anxiety, hesitation, not knowing what to do. But when you breathe properly, you're actually triggering that unconscious state in you, that confident state in you, because you have control. Think about it. The breath is the only thing that is unconscious and conscious. It's the only thing that you can control and you cannot control, right? Right now, don't breathe. You can't. You don't have control over that. But also, breathe slowly. You have control over that now. When you have that control and you realize that, brother, you're going to enter a state of flow. And now you're at your desk, you set the timer, you have one objective, you have the one Google Doc, you've breathed in and out. All that's left to do, bro, is have fun and enjoy the work. Do the one work at hand. You have an hour and a half ticking down. Enter flow, bro. Get into it. Be that inner child you were as a boy when you went to your friend's house and played Call of Duty for like 6 hours straight. I remember I would go to my friend Paul's house at like 3 p.m. to play Call of Duty. 6 hours later, 9 p.m., I didn't even notice it was 9 p.m. because we had so much fun. We were totally absorbed in the Call of Duty of playing and laughing. That's what work is supposed to be, bro. Everyone that's told you that you gotta do hard work, bro, you gotta struggle, you gotta suffer, there are times for that. But 80% of my work, bro, is genuinely like with this routine that I've taught you, it feels so fulfilling and it feels so fun. I feel like that inner child that's just playing. Work genuinely feels like play for me, and I want that for you. I can't wait to see you win, my guy. If you want the full system again to build a 10K per month business with confidence, click the link below. I got you. And peace.